it's Miss Allie with Craft Time for Kids and adults, because we all like to have fun with crafts. And the idea today came from the book We Are Growing by Lonnie Keller. And it's one of those elephant and piggy-like reading books, so you know it's going to be funny. And in it they have these superlatives, which is a funny way, fancy way of saying when things are more than something else or exaggerated. So all the blades of grass are very unique in special ways. So the craft is just taking a piece of paper and making a blade of grass. And how can you make it special? And then we can look at them and make comparisons. So I'll show you what I did already. Here's some very special blades of grass. Can you see the one that is the tallest? This one right here. Which one's the pointiest? I made a really pointy, sharp one there. And which one is the skinniest? That means it's really narrow. That one there. And then we have some silly ones too. There's a zigzaggest one. The roundest one is on the other end over here. And next to it is just the craziest blade of grass you ever saw. So get creative and see how many ideas you can come up with. I made all those green grass colored, but you can also just decorate any piece of paper. You can have the spottiest blade of grass, the stripiest blade, and the rainbowiest blade. Oh, I could have put a horn on one and it could have been the most magical one, like a unicorn. This one's the friendliest one, and this one's just the pinkest one. So there's no end to the ideas that you can have. Now, if you would like to watch your grass grow, we can make it into a tabletop display. So for that, it's best to use card. And if you want it to just a straight back of the table kind of display, then it's just a piece of card that is folded in half, and we're going to glue things on there. If you would like it to be a middle of the table display, then we're going to take this size card, or you could do a toilet roll too, and we're going to curl it, and so our blades of grass will go around in a circle. So there we go. Now I did have to put a little bit of card behind some of them to make them stand up. But this is a good activity. Observation is very good for when you're learning your letters, so literacy skills, and just comparison is very good for math skills too. This can be a very hands-on way of learning about things, as well as just being a fun decoration. Now, there's also another way you can make your grass grow. And so here I made a card, and it says, "We are growing." 1, 2, 3. So this is really fun. I just drew faces on them, but you could put photographs, cut up some photographs, and your face can be on there. And this is a lovely card that you could send to somebody that you love, especially as we can't always go visit people right now. Why not send a card in the mail and show how much you're growing? So to make that card, we have a special trick. It is simply to get your blade of grass, and we're going to have to fold. It's called concertinas. So when you fold, you go one way, and then you fold it back this way, and then you fold it this way, and you keep going backwards and forwards, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, like that. To make the card, it fit into the card, this section at the bottom is just a folded piece. So I'll make that a little shorter. I folded this up, and I use staples, but you can use tape or glue, and you want to put it right at the bottom. That's where you want to fasten it, at the bottom. so that when you bend it all up, you can tuck it in the top and it can stay there with the little face on, all ready to grow. Like that. Let's go to the garden now at Running Reindeer Ranch and we'll see how all the plants are growing. This is the time of year that we're thinking about those vegetables that we planted in the spring, and we want them to be growing very big so we can pick them and eat them. So let's go play the game, Name That Vegetable. So a beautiful sunny day. Plants are growing too, and they love the sun. We've had a lot of rain, so the sun is a nice treat. And Jane is going to show us her garden. So we'll
come on down and see the garden here.
Head to the gates. Things look taller than we are down here.
Yeah. Come on in.
So growing reindeer and growing vegetables too.
So I planted all the vegetables in here the first week of June, and they are all ready to be harvested.
Okay, yeah, it looks like
All right.
we can go around and see. We have Name That Vegetable.
That is
Superfood broccoli.
Yeah, that's broccoli. I have something here. This is called leeks here.
Oh, I love leeks.
Here, this is also in the same family as the broccoli and cauliflower, but this is kohlrabi, super yummy.
Name that vegetable. It has blue-green curly leaves, and they're very good for you. This one's very tall.
And here's more, a different variety, but same plant.
Yep.
This one has purple in it. I love purple food. Does anyone else love purple food?
So this is kale.
Just ready to pick. This is a purple cauliflower. Did I mention I love purple food?
And here's some more purple vegetables. This is pretty big.
That's a great big kohlrabi. Super yummy. This is called auroch. And this just came, I grew it last year, and then I harvested everything, and this just grew as a volunteer. We call that a volunteer. A purple vegetable. My goodness.
Okay, name that vegetable. That one can still do some growing. It can turn into a big, giant cabbage.
That is cabbage. This is kind of an interesting plant.
And the color is a bit of a giveaway.
It's red, not purple, but red. And that is a beet. And then here's lots of different kinds of lettuce in here. There's some light green ones and dark green ones. And here's, oh my, purple lettuce. Look at that. I love purple lettuce. This plant here is called New Zealand spinach. This is called arugula.
Kind of looks like a cauliflower, kind of looks like a broccoli. What's that one called?
It's a Romanesco cauliflower. This is also in the same family as the kale and the broccoli and the cauliflower.
I know what this is.
Maybe somebody
grow
can
a little bit.
see. Yeah, they're gonna grow still a little bit. They're not quite ready.
One of my favorite vegetables.
Mine too.
Brussels sprouts.
See those little Brussels sprouts there?
You have to
And they
pop
grow
'em
right
off.
here. Yep. Twist them off
Yep.
and eat them up. More yellow. That's a yellow cauliflower there.
Do you know what
Yeah.
that one
What
is?
is
Name
that?
that vegetable. It is a big, tall celery. Ones are going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger too. You have to go down in there. Name that vegetable. A lot of people like to make zucchini bread with these.
Or zucchini chocolate cake. That's my favorite. Sometimes reindeer like to eat these. Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes,
I'm
it
going to have
does.
to pull it up. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da!
Oh, that looks so delicious.
My reindeer do not love carrots, but they love carrot tops.
Oh,
So they will always eat this green stuff. So
Well-
I'll take this out and give it to the reindeer.
that's a good
And I'll
combination.
take this in and give it to me. So, I love it. those things.
5 fat peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew and 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and they grew and they did not stop, until one day they all went pop.
Well, let's pop some of these. So as you can see, these are peas ready to pop. How many peas are in there?
Okay, let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one extra one, 6.
Six peas in this pod.
Thank you, Jane, for showing us your garden at Running Reindeer Ranch. What's your favorite vegetable?